All right. Let's see if we got this working. Of course, Facebook decided to tweak a little things here for me. So I'm going to check real quick to make sure that we are working. We are live. Of course, it doesn't have a title or anything because why would I do that? Make my life easier. Let me copy that link, drop it in our Discord real quick. But we're gonna do a little session here. Oh, let me make sure. Public chat. We are live now. All right, so we're gonna talk. Really, this has mostly been because a lot of people have asked me about kind of what my current focus is. What are the things that I'm currently working on, and I wanted to kind of share that out. Let me share this to my page as well. I wanted to kind of break down the three sections or the three areas that I'm currently focused on. And so we're going to talk creator coins, we're going to talk NFTs, and then we're going to talk Discord at the end. So let me talking creator coins, NFTs, and Discord. Jump in now. All right, I'm going to share that out on my Facebook. All right, so I have some screen share kind of set up for you guys kind of break all of this down. And for me, like the bigger picture of this, and feel free to drop your comments in. I do see the live chat is up here. For me, the bigger picture of this is it is a creator economy. We're moving into kind of a new way to look at all things digital, every aspect of digital. In my opinion, and in many people's opinions, is in the middle of a massive change. And that change that we're going through is really this idea of centralization and ownership by those that are centralized to a switch to decentralization and ownership being taken by us, the individuals, the creators. And so, I'm going to talk creator coins kind of start, which is what is, my, Facebook, I launched my creator coin back in March on Rally, but I'm really going to talk about it from like a higher level. It's not like, I really just want to break down like where this kind of, what this means and where this all fits in that side. So what's up, Jamie? I see Jamie's in there live. So, to me, like part of this conversation and really part of the whole concept of what we're doing right now in this wild world of creator economy, Web3, whatever you want to call it, is the idea now that we have to rethink every aspect of digital because of the blockchain. And blockchain is really, it's kind of funny because Internet 2.0 is what existed and what we've been living on, but really nobody talked about what is underneath it. They just care about how it works. And so that's what blockchain ultimately is enabling. And so cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, all of those cryptos that exist, they're all built on blockchain. NFTs, all built on blockchain. And so the creator coin concept really comes into this idea of how do we remove the control from the platforms and allow us to create an economy without the platforms or really without limitations of currency, of transactions. And what I mean by that is, like, I'm enabled here on Facebook on my page where I can enable for you guys to tip inside of Facebook. But interesting enough, not only does Facebook control and take, I think, 40% of what happens in that area, but I don't have anything that would be centralized across the different platforms. It's really owned within the different entities, and it's the same way in gaming. Anybody that's played any of the popular games that are out there today, the idea where you were able to buy a skin or purchase different add-ons inside of a game. The problem is they were always locked inside of that game. And really what creator coins do, and really this entire concept, is how do we change the way that we look at monetization? How do we change the way that we look at the exchange of value? And I will say, the things you're going to hear me a lot kind of share on this live is this idea of the exchange of value and ownership. And so I'm going to click over to the coin side, and I have kind of like I have two screen shares that I'm going to try to switch between for everybody here. And of course, I switched to the wrong one first. So we're going to go to this one first. Let's go here. All right, so this is the Rally. This is the site or the the side chain that the coin is that I hold is built on, and you'll actually see all the coins here going across the top of the actual of the platform. And so Rally happens to be the company that I filled out an application. I went onto their website, filled out an application, and I applied for a coin. And of course, my coin is the ADHD coin. And I'll talk a little bit about the naming and that side to begin with. But really, what is really cool is you can call them social tokens, coins. They're kind of interactive. But Rally is actually backed by A16Z, Anderson Horowitz, and they've been working on simplifying what is referred to as the side chain in regards to how do we make all of this tech simple in a user experience way, because a lot of this functionality has existed, but the way to actually move money was very like FTP. It was like the early days of podcasting. It was very difficult to kind of transact and move things around. And so Rally has really been working to fix that. And the other thing that they've done on top of that, which is really kind of interesting, is they've also built their company like a blockchain on the blockchain. So it's not a traditional company. The people are voted on into their roles. We have there's a community chest, and I'll kind of walk through some of those sides as well. But what I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to walk through kind of the my coin or the coin itself, and I wanted to log into an account that isn't my personal account, but that will kind of give you guys a better view of what all this kind of means. And so here's the page. And you can kind of discover different creator coins that are available. For right now, I believe there's almost 200 creators that are out there. Everyone from, some of you might know this guy, Joe with Tilt Coin. You have the Health Coin. I mean, there's lots of Twitch creators. We have Gary Henderson, Gary Coin, who's a good friend of mine. Miss Ann Hanley has the Word Coin. And so I'll click on Ann's coin real quick. And so I logged myself out. So let me click on that back again. I'm going to click on Ann's coin, and what we're going to do is I'm going to just show you. So Ann has the coin, the Word Coin. And the Word Coin, of course, has a dollar value. Her coin happens to be worth right now $14.89. But really, when you think about these coins, it actually goes beyond just holding the coin. And I think for me, this is where the big conversation has to be had, is that there is a difference between buying crypto or just exchanging dollars and someone that is purchasing creator coins and holding them in their wallet. And the real big difference of this is really the difference between using it as a transaction versus holding them in support of the creator economy. And so I'm actually going to show you. I'm going to log in here with one of my accounts. You got to have security. And so you're going to actually see this will kind of give you a better view. And so I can look at my portfolio. And so this is the coins. These are the coins that I currently hold in this portfolio. And so you'll see my ADHD coin, but you'll also see the Word Coin, which is Ann Hanley's coin, where I own a percentage of it. And there's Health Coin as well. And what's interesting, and for me, the way that I have this set up, my coin is currently at $4.91, and we can look at the activity and kind of show you how this has all changed since we launched kind of back in, I think it was March 12th. Yeah, March 12th we launched at 44 cents, and of course now we're at $4.91. But really, what is interesting here, and I want to kind of share is, as you can see right now, we have 745 supporters and a total of 127,000 coins in circulation. Now, what you might be asking is why are people holding the coins? What does this all mean? Well, for me, one of the things that I've kind of offered and the way that I kind of look at this is I look at it beyond the dollars, beyond that chart that you saw on the price going up, and more of the say, okay, if you're holding my coin, what are the things that you get access to? And so one of them happens to be Discord, which we'll talk about in a minute. But if you're holding my coins, you actually get a higher level of access into my Discord, where there's different conversations are going. I'm sharing different content or different levels of content. We also can use those coins to purchase NFTs, and we'll talk a little bit about that connection with NFTs as well. But what is also interesting is you can actually use the coins by holding them, or you can use them to transact, right? So if you were holding coins and you want to do a one-on-one 45-minute call with me, you could actually use the coins that you have to purchase that call if you wanted to. You could do tips, and of course I'm doing a whitelist, which I'll explain in a little bit. But on top of all of that, on top of the idea that like, hey, I'm holding coins and I can get access to things, every Saturday night right now, that based on the percentage of coins that you hold, you actually are getting passive income or passive revenue, where you're getting a percentage of rally coins deposited into your account. And so what you can see is that this account, I currently hold 2.8% of the total ADHD coins. And so total right now, it's not even Saturday, it's the middle of the week, over 11,000 in Rally will actually be distributed to my community. So people that are holding my coin are going to be divided up that 11,000. And you can see right underneath there, the estimate that from a US dollar value is about $5,800. So $5,800 right now, we're only halfway through the week, so you can almost double that, are going to be distributed to those that are just holding my coin. The reason I keep stressing the holding part is you don't have to send me the coin. This isn't purchasing something from me. You're simply holding it into your wallet, or what Rally refers to as the portfolio. But what's really cool is by holding 2% of the total coins, which I think we saw that my coins that I currently hold, I currently hold $17,000 worth of the coin. By holding that coin, just for this week, just for the week, I'm going to get 356 Rally coins back from just holding the coin. But this is the part that's pretty cool, is actually total 3,000 Rally have been given to me just for holding my coin. Very like passive revenue, passive income. And so if we look at that, and right now the Rally coin is worth about 54, 53 cents. If we just looked at that as 50 cents, 50 cent. So 3,000 rewards. So about $1,500 has been deposited into my account, US dollars. It's deposited into my account because I am simply holding these coins in my portfolio. Now, let me look at Anne's coin, right? So I brought up the word coin. So because I'm holding Anne's coin in my wallet, and I have about $13 worth, her community is dividing up 12,000 Rally coins. And just from holding her coin alone, I've received 6 Rally coins. So about half of that. So I've received $3 for simply holding about $13 worth of her coin in my portfolio. And so what's kind of cool about this whole concept of holding versus transacting is that these coins are still mine, right? I still have them in my wallet, but I'm getting rewards, I'm getting extra benefits, and then of course the price is going up as well. And so, if we go back to that chart where it shows like the growth, if we look in the last month, right? The idea that, back in October you could have bought, the ADHD coin for $3.60. Now, of course, we crossed over the $5 barrier. Now we're just a little bit under the $5 barrier. But what is neat about that is that by holding that, your value of your coin goes up. You're getting rewards every week, and you're getting additional access. And so for me, as someone that wants to create a creator economy, this is really beneficial. This allows me to do some really cool and some creative things. For example, I give away coin every single day, or not every day. Let's say I give away coin every week. Some weeks I give away a lot more. Some weeks I give away a lot less. In the past month, we're north of like $8,000 worth of ADHD coin that has been distributed through the Discord to reward people that are engaging, people that are reviewing my podcast, people that are really giving back in the community. It's kind of my way of giving back to them. And so what's really neat about that is we can actually see like that the ability to what the transactions are here on the blockchain. We can see the fact that if you'll notice here, this is kind of proof. If you see all these purple sends, I did 5 airdrops today where I sent everybody 1.3 ADHD coins just as a, hey, it's Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving week. And so to me, like this is the idea where together we can, rising tide lifts all boats. And it's neat for me because it's a way of rewarding, it's a way of incentivizing and monetizing. It's also a way of kind of shifting the way that we even look at transacting across different communities, different boards. And so let me switch. And I know one of the questions that I always get, and I'll pull up the questions here for those that are watching. And I see Scott and Steve. What's up, friends? One of the questions I get is like, Brian, how do I get that to my bank account? Or is that where does that money sit? I will tell you. It's actually fairly simple to take your money from Rally and take it to your bank account. Once you have this process actually set up, I can do it in about a minute and a half. I can take money from Rally and send it to a wallet. So either a Coinbase wallet, which is what I use, or a MetaMask wallet, which is kind of a digital currency wallet. And then I can take it from Coinbase and have it deposited into my PayPal or even directly into my Wells Fargo bank account immediately. And so, the process of that is, I don't have my identity set up on this one yet, but I can flip over to the other one and kind of just show you what that would look like. Let me flip over to the other, because I haven't used this one at the moment. All right, so let me scoot that over there. So if I wanted to log into this account, and I'll log in here real quick. And you do want to set up two-factor authentication. I have it set up on all devices. Of course, I've been logged in this one for 30 days. But I can actually go in here, hit bridge out, where it's going to actually allow me to bridge out my money. I can decide how much Rally that I want to bridge out. And so what you would do is you would take your ADHD coin, you would convert it to Rally, and then you would take your Rally and send it to a wallet, and then that wallet would be able to deposit that into your bank account. And so this is really a creative way for us to rethink the way that we share, the way that we build these creator communities. And for me, part of it that's really cool is being able to give back and reward people and incentivize. And I will tell you, there's the fact alone that over 700 people right now are holding my coin. 745 people are holding the coin. We have 127,000 in circulation. And the other part of this is that what is different than cryptocurrency, which I know is a question that we often get, is crypto, you are only in it for the dollars. You're only in it for what you guys are seeing here on the screen. But really with the creator coin, not only do you get benefits, additional benefits and access, and you can be able to use them that way, but you're also gaining in the price of the coin. And then of course, as I mentioned, those rewards, right? The rewards that are given out to everyone that is actually holding the coin each and every week. And so that's kind of the coin side of the house, right? The creator coin. And what is important to me, or the way that I look at this, is that I love that I can not only give it out to reward people that are active in my community, but they can share it with others as well. They can share the coins with people that they want to share it with. And it really becomes ability to really kind of take away the power from, the one entity or different entities. Now, the other question that I know we get a lot is, well, how is this different from it kind of feels like funny money, or it doesn't feel real, or how does this what is that value determined on? And I will tell you, Rally, what I was showing you there, is a side chain. And so it's actually the bonding curve, the way that it's actually set up is a little bit different than your traditional coins like you would see on crypto as far as Bitcoin and Ethereum and so on. And so what it is it actually is a little more stable in the sense that it's connected to both the Rally coin and the price of Ethereum, and because it's on that side chain. So it's going to have a little bit less volatility, which is nice when you're thinking about, hey, how am I investing? Where am I kind of sending my money? And I will say I play in the crypto side of the house as well, and I see some massive value there. But from a creator perspective, the coins is really what excites me the most. All right, the coins is what I kind of talked about first. The second thing we're going to talk about now are NFTs. And let me fire up the screen share for this one, and we'll kind of talk about, okay, so NFTs, and this is my own personal, this is my NFT wallet right now, and I'll kind of break down, of course, you'll be able to see one of my NFTs is actually on my shirt. But what is NFTs? Is it just these JPEGs that you see on the screen? How does all that work? And really what I look at NFTs to me are the way that we're able to transfer value online transparently with ownership. And what I mean by that is really the photo and the art can be part of what we're purchasing, but it's actually can go much deeper than that and have a much more layers beyond just the actual individual art that you're seeing on the screen. And what's beneath that is actually software, which is what we refer to as the smart contract. And within the contract, there are all these different things that can be enabled depending on, if you're holding it where and how you're holding it. And so, for me, one of the neat ones here, and I'll kind of scroll down to a couple of the different NFTs that we have here, is the yellow square, the yellow ones that you see here, those are the Playboy Rabbitars, right? And so it's the Playboys rolled out of their own, their own version of their NFT. And with their NFT, you get a lot of, there's it's worth, it has a value, right? So we can click on the NFT itself, and then I can click on the collection. And so we're using a tool called OpenSea. So there's 12,000 total Rabbitars, which is their NFT. And the floor price, which is the lowest current for sale price, is 0.169 ETH, which we can talk about that price later. But what is neat about this is that when I was in New York at the event, if you were actually holding one of these Rabbitars, right? So if you had an NFT in your wallet, it actually got you access to a party. And so you're able to get access into that party only for those that were holding that NFT. Now, Gary Vaynerchuk, of course, has VFriends, where, some people have talked about VFriends from a standpoint of like, I can't believe people are paying that much for the art. And you can look at, this is Gary's art and drawings. But really, the art, the drawing itself and what's going on here is not what is actually of value. It's not why these are worth what they are worth. It actually comes down here, right? We're going to go down into the actual, the details and the things that are available within this actual individual contract. And so what is neat here is that with this pass, like this is one, so which one am I ticked on the Tidy Troll. This gives you admission to VCon 2022, 2023, and 2024. So if you're holding this, you get access to a private conference that is only available for those NFT holders. But let's say you attended the very first year and then you decide to move on, or you have things going on in your life. What is neat about this is, one, you can sell it to someone else after you've already used the first version of this, and then they can attend the second and third one, because this is all available on the blockchain. And the reason that's important is that there's no like individual people on the background. Like the contract has this all built in to how this all works, right? So it's actually predetermined what the process is. There's a lot of like if this then that statements. And so what is really neat about all of this, and I will tell you what we're doing with with the Creator Coin, and what I'm doing with my project, and I just kind of released the details over there on Discord, is I'm actually rolling out NFTs. We're gonna have 2 different NFTs. And with those that are holding my NFTs, you're actually gonna get a percentage of the revenue of this bigger project that I'm launching, which is called the Mint 365, which is I'm minting a different NFT every single day of the year between now and November 11th, 2022. And then we're gonna sell them all as one big NFT. And then based on if you're holding the NFTs that I have, you're actually gonna get a percentage of that actual revenue. And so to me, this kind of connects a lot of the dots into the different places. And really, Rally has their own NFT marketplace as well. And so there are different marketplaces. I think I showed you, this is the Rally one. I showed you the OpenSea one, which is right now the most popular. I believe they've got a valuation at 10 billion with a B dollars. But what is neat here is that not only can you own this asset, but you can also transfer it. Now you might be thinking, okay, well, Brian, this sounds simple, but it does seem like it's art, or it's for like influencers like Gary V. I'm gonna say that you're wrong, because I actually own this NFT, and this NFT was created by Timberland. If people are familiar with Timberland, one of the greatest producers in the world, arguably one of the best, greatest entrepreneurs in the world as well, as he had the company Beats that he sold to Apple. And by actually owning this NFT, I actually own the rights to the song that is associated with this NFT.
Bass jams to my hip hop fam, pushing back they court date 2390.
So what is really cool about that is I can actually, because I own the rights to that actual song that is built into that NFT, I can actually include that song by Timberland in my podcast without violating any legal side of the house, because I actually have ownership of this song because it's built into the contract. And now, to me, that is something that is a unique use case, where how else would I have been able to own a Timberland song and be able to use it within my properties and the things that that I currently control. And so that, to me, really, when I'm thinking about NFTs, and I just want to clarify, right now I'm talking about NFTs that are on the Ethereum blockchain. There are other blockchains that you can use NFTs for, but the one I kind of focus on, because it's kind of the most popular, is the Ethereum blockchain. And so that's kind of the one that we were talking about. And so when it comes to NFTs, to me, the reason I believe this is going to disrupt everything is that every event that you attend, every time you buy a house or a car, it's going to have an NFT component towards it because it's going to allow for multiple different aspects to be shared. And one of them that I didn't touch yet that I want to, kind of also highlight is that, let me go scroll down to one. Let's see. Here, let's scroll down to, so I'll scroll down to this artist one. So this is the Bad Kid Alley art. Now, what is neat about this is that, I believe, when I minted this NFT. So I actually got it when it was out. Or no, I didn't. Let's see. How did I get it? Oh, it actually doesn't show. Yeah, I did mint it. It says right here. So I minted that NFT. And if we wanted to look at the, it's actually logged on the blockchain, what I paid for it, where it was, how all of that works. But I actually paid for this piece of art, right? This art from Bad Kid Alley. What is neat about it is right now I have it for sale for, as you can see, the kind of the sale price. I can, of course, adjust that and determine, how much I want to sell it for. But what is neat about that concept is that baked into the contract, it actually says that when I sell this, automatically 10% of what is the price that it's sold for will be automatically sent back to the actual artist. And to me, this is why it's such a disruptive thing in the art community, because we've all seen in art, when someone buys an art piece, the artist gets paid for, probably underpaid because they're selling it just because they're trying to make ends meet. And then that person sells the art and it's sold 50 times. And now it's all of a sudden, it's worth $100,000. Well, that original artist, who is the one that created it, is only paid that original time. They're not actually able to benefit beyond that. Well, that all changes here in this space because it's logged in the blockchain and it cannot be undone. There's no undo or edit button when it comes to this process. And so when I sell this, it actually pops up and says, just letting you know that you're selling that and this percentage will go back to that original creator. And so this idea of having like this ownership and this transparent ownership exist is a really neat concept. It really allows us to do some creative things, and that's really what exists in that NFT space. All right, last but not least that I wanted to cover was Discord. And I know not everyone loves Discord. I did not love Discord at all when I first jumped into Discord. And what you're looking at right now is my Discord. And my Discord is kind of a hot mess. I have so many channels and so many things going on that it's really a little bit wild west. But I want to show you my other Discord where it's a little bit more, what would be what you guys would log into, and it wouldn't be as overwhelming. And hopefully I can kind of show you why so many people are so into Discord and what Discord's value is. So this is, Discord. Right now I'm only connected to one actual server, which is my own server, which is the fan zone server that you see here. Now you can browse this on your browser, Discord, or you can actually use the Mac version on your desktop or on your phone. I actually use the phone Discord a lot here. I can show you guys what that looks at. I mean, I'm using it so much now that it actually is on my home screen of Discord is. But I can actually show you, you can actually see Discord here on my phone. And so you can use it on any of those platforms. But what is neat about Discord is it allows you to create kind of what they call channels, but it allows you to create kind of this different filtering of community conversations. Now, one of the things I want to start off with is that most people are overwhelmed because you can get direct messages and it feels like another channel with notifications. And so I wanted to show you guys what I do when I first join a Discord. And so I actually invited myself through a direct message from a different account. And so right now I invited myself to join the Rally Discord community. And so I'm going to hit join on that Discord. And so now it just added this Discord, as you can see right here, to my channel. But to actually set up that Discord, I actually have to go through a little process. This is how you prevent the bots. And so I'm going to hit follow, or I'm sorry, I'm going to hit, okay, so now I have to go over here to check my direct message. And so the direct message is requiring that I type in this actual, and this is always hard for me, the key here. So let's see, does that work? Let's see. So we'll go back over to Rally and click on verify. Oh, I have to verify my phone number. I'm not on my phone number for here. So what I would do though on this one, and I'll show you kind of the way that works, is it would pop up and ask me to click verify. This one's requiring me to have my phone, and my phone number is not connected to this account. and then it would load into the actual the Discord. Now I will tell you, one of the first things that I do, if it's a Discord that is not like run by like, you know, individual that I know, if it's run by an NFT project or something that's going on, the first thing I do is I go into privacy settings and I actually just turn off the ability for anyone in the community to direct message me. The second thing I do is I go into notification settings and I usually turn it and say, I want to mute all of the channels and all of the notifications on Discord. I want to mute all those notifications. Now, the reason I tell you that is because what I do is I mute all notifications and then I go into the channels and decide which notifications I want to turn back on. So I'm back into my Discord. And let's say I want to, like, you know what? I want to be notified when people are posting in this channel that is about Brian's, coin. And so I can turn on notifications, all messages. I can turn on only when someone mentions me. Of course, nothing, or I can leave it at default. And so right now I have it to all messages. So I'm getting notified on all messages. But let's say you didn't really want to hear about my podcast, which hopefully you do want to hear about my podcast. But this channel is about my podcast. You can actually go in and decide, you know what? I don't want to, get notifications there. So I'm going to turn off notifications for that actual channel. And so what's nice about Discord, for lots of different reasons, is that you can create a lot of these different levels, a lot of the different things that go on. And I will tell you, not everyone can see all of these channels. If you'll notice here, this is all the users that are currently active in my Discord. But if I click on, like, let's say the 100 coin holder Discord, now you'll notice the number of people that have access to that level is a lot less, because you have to hold 100 ADHD coins to get access to that level of the Discord. And so that's kind of a nice functionality. You're able to do, you're able to run different commands and bots. You're able to post, content. We can post videos. Here's actually a post that I made with announcing my NFTs that we're going to be dropping. And just to put that out there, we're doing 2 levels of NFTs. We're doing one NFT, which is, there'll be 365 versions of it, and it's going to be for sale using the ADHD coin for roughly about $365 US, and there's only 365 of them. And that whole group, that if you own one of those 365, there's some benefits that go along with it, but then you also, and it's a cool 3D animation that we've created. But you're also, when we sell our master NFT on November 11th, 2022, everyone, that entire group is going to divide up 30% of the total revenue. So if you hold, 5 or 6 of those super fans NFTs, then you're going to be able to have a higher percentage of that revenue. And then the super powered one, or we're calling it the Founders Pass now, there's gonna be only 22 of those passes available, and we're actually gonna sell that on the public market, on the OpenSea, and it's gonna be around 1.2 ETH per person that is buying one of those 22 NFTs. But what's cool about that one is not only are you gonna get additional benefits, you're gonna get some free NFTs that we have rolling out in next year, but you're also gonna get for each person that has one of those 22 NFTs, you're going to be entitled to 1% of that total revenue that we are rolling out for. That's the sale of this project where we're minting an NFT every day for 365 days. And so that's kind of Discord. It can be a little bit overwhelming. What I like about Discord is I'm a big fan of turning off notifications and then going in and turning on the ones that you like. I will say I just love our active community that we have right now, that, some are posting GIFs. There's lots of different, conversations and things that are able to be happening, in the different channels that you have. The other thing that is pretty nice that we can do, and you see this one up here, it says FU. I promise it's supposed to be for Fanzo updates. But what's cool about that is I can actually pull in other updates from other servers and actually have them, sitting here where I don't have to go check every server that I'm a part of. And so that's actually something that I do in my personal Discord. So I can actually, I won't send that over there, but I have actually each project. So I don't go to all of the different Discord servers. I'm part of the servers and I can check in on them, but I have their announcements, the giveaways. I have all of them sending it to me in one location. And so I know that can be a little bit overwhelming. I know this as a whole can be a little bit much, but what I'm here to say is that, this is a shift. And part of the thing that's exciting is, I decided to, create, around my podcast, which is Hopefully you guys will check it out. It is NFT 365. We're doing a podcast every single day for the year. We started on November 11th, 1/1/21. And I'm doing a podcast every single day. A lot of them I'm recording the same day. I am batch recording some of them, but for me, part of it was like, I want this industry and the space is changing so rapidly. I want to be able to talk about it every day, but we're also minting an NFT every single day. And so that's kind of the cool part. And I'll show you guys that real quick oops, let's get rid of that photo. This is actually the community or the Mint 365 NFTs that I've minted on behalf of the community. And so every day we're on to number 11, or number 12 will happen today. These are the NFTs that will be sold next year on November 11th. So on November 11th, 2022, in this wallet, we'll have 365 NFTs, and we're going to sell them all as one to one person that actually buys that entire package. And it's really inspired by Beeple and what Beeple did. For those that follow that, Beeple had 1,000 pieces of art, and he combined them into one NFT, and then he sold that NFT on Sotheby's auction. And so what is cool is that some of these are going to have massive value in a year. Some of them might not have any value in a year. I will tell you, like this one right here, this Astro Heads, this little alien, it's gone up 4 times in price since we originally purchased it alone. And so it's kind of a fun way for you guys to come on the journey with us. The website will be up this week, where you'll be able to follow along on why we picked certain NFTs. If you actually hold one of my NFTs, you're going to have a private group where you're going to be able to actually suggest ones that you want to see minted, and you're going to be able to learn along with me. So if all of this is overwhelming, what I suggest for you to do is when I launch the NFTs here under my coin, which will be happening in the next 2 weeks, if you get one of those, then you'll be able to not only have a piece of the pie, which I'll be sharing, 52% 52% of the total revenue of that project is going to be shared with the community, those that are holding the NFT. But you're going to be able to kind of go along and help us kind of decide which ones we're using. I'm also using Solano and some of the other blockchains. We're going to be focused on some music NFTs, some gaming NFTs. Actually, the one that we just minted yesterday was a gaming metaverse NFT to play in that space. And so to me, why am I doing all this? What does this all kind of play into? My whole piece on this whole, what I like to do is I believe that true harmony and innovation lives between innovation and humanity. I don't look at the innovation and technology as replacing what we do as humans. I look at it as an opportunity for us to reimagine the future, for us to think differently about how we approach everything, from how we buy and sell goods and services to how do we empower the cooks, the teachers, to really create their own communities, their own creator economies, and really kind of transform the way that we interact online. And I believe that is what blockchain is happening. I believe in 5 years from now, every event that you ever attend will have an NFT component on it. And I know that sounds crazy, right? It sounds like, oh my goodness, Brian, that there's no way that's going to happen. It was also a thing that we thought there was no way that we would carry a device like this in our pocket everywhere we went. We had a phone on the wall, and then we got a pager. And so a lot of the innovation, for people, they're like, we will never send money online. And then we had PayPal. And then we said, well, we'll never sign important documents online because you have to be in person to see the person's signature. Well, now we have DocuSign. We can sign pretty much anything and everything in the world that we want to online today. And so we really do have to kind of approach this with a new mindset, a new way of kind of doing things, and really come up with creative ways for us to reimagine the way that we make money, the way that we send money, the way that we raise money for foundations and charities. One of the things I love about NFTs is that you can actually raise money and you can have it built into the contract that every time this piece of art is sold, or every time this NFT is sold, 5% goes to this charity, or 10% goes to this charity. And so it really is changing the way and the landscape. And I will say, a lot of people ask me questions about, how do I get my own coin? Where do I start with NFTs? And what I will say, and this is my own opinion, and remember, none of this is financial advice. If you listen to my podcast, I always stress that none of this is financial advice. But I actually believe in this space, even though I'm the press the damn button guy and I believe in just doing it. I believe in this space, you need to consume or be one that is a collector first. And then you're going to start to see the shift in what is needed. And then I believe you can be a creator. So if you see the light where you want to start getting into creating your own NFTs, I suggest you go out and start collecting your own NFTs. And if you want to know where to start, go listen to my podcast, episode number 9. I actually tell you the 3 accounts that you need to create. I walk you through how do you set up your MetaMask, why you should get a Coinbase account, how you set up an OpenSea account, and then you're off and running. I talk a little bit about the Rally accounts there as well. So we recorded episode 12 today of the podcast, the daily podcast. So hopefully I give you guys a lot of that information that is out there. And so I see Steve posted a question. I was selling websites in 1996. People approached was saying, what the hell is a website? What use is that? Smart contracts are the future Web 3.0, without question. And I will tell you, websites is a great kind of connection here, right? Because the concept of a website, like a front door to our storefront, sounds ridiculous, right? Like I remember my family, we owned a frozen yogurt shop, which I guess, it's right above my head. There you go. The frozen yogurt shop right there. And if, I would have told my dad that this internet, we need a website for our frozen yogurt shop, my dad would be like, that makes no sense. Why would you have it's frozen yogurt. People need to come in the front door. But now in a world we live in, not only do we research where we're going, but that's where the directions, the store hours, and all of that exists. That's where we're going in this NFT, blockchain, crypto arena. And I'll kind of wrap up this video and this live. And I'll let you guys know, I did create, let me drop in, I have a couple of links for you guys. If you're watching this, even on replay, I want to give everybody free coin. So I'm going to drop this in the actual comments. If you click on this link, it's going to have you verify your email, and that's going to have you create an account on Rally. It's free. You don't need a credit card. It's not like a digital wallet. It's just like an account on Rally. But if you click on that link, create your account on Rally, you're going to get 1 ADHD coin automatically deposited in your account. I'll keep that. I'll put that in the comments on all the places that I posted this video, so you guys can, hey, you'll always remember your first, right? So there's your first coin. But the other part of this is I also created a Facebook group, and that Facebook group is going to be a pop-up Facebook group because I don't want to manage a Facebook group for forever, which is what usually happens in Facebook groups. But I understand that this can be very overwhelming, and this overview might have got you excited, but also equally confused. And so I'm going to run the Facebook group. My promise is I'm going to run it through January timeframe. That's when we're launching my official full NFT collection. But I'm going to run that Facebook group. The Discord is going to be where a majority of the community growth and things are happening. But I'm going to answer questions in the Facebook group. I'm going to share some of the things that we're learning. I'm going to pop in there and answer any questions that you guys have as well. So feel free to share out the Facebook group with friends or family that if you know people that want to get interested in NFTs. The only thing my podcast is the thing that I'm out there. So check out the podcast. Get yourself some ADHD coin. I mean, it's pretty cool. Every single Saturday night, just for holding the coin, you get rewards directly deposited into your account. And there's nowhere else that I can actually say that just by supporting a creator or someone that I'm a fan of, that I'm able to also make passive income around it. And, I had one of the people in my community, they took out about $8,000 of the coin, and they let me know that they had some things going on in their lives. They needed to make a down payment on their car, and they were able to do so simply because they took their original $1,500 investment. They turned it into about $10,000. They took out their profits for a down payment on their car. I mean, how cool is that? From the ability to make that happen. Will Ryan, hey, what's up, Will? Will's in the group. Facebook is where I spent a lot of my time. If you need help with this group, let me know. Will, I will take you up on that. And thanks for jumping in over on the Discord and supporting there. So for me, I'm all about the rising tide lifts all ships, and hopefully this video, this whole live, kind of also allows you to see why I'm passionate about it. Because for me, weirdly enough, this is the perfect storm of everything I've ever done in my career. Right? My background, I did 9 years in cybersecurity for the Department of Defense. I've always been heavy in tech, but I've been a big believer in social and community, and I do a lot of work in nonprofits, and I'm a big ADHD advocate and supporter. And what's happened is these are all coming together for us to build real community, real conversations, connect with people in ways that we never have before. And to me, that's really part of the magic. I will tell you, there are people in my Discord that are telling me right now that because they joined the Discord and they were holding ADHD coin and they started some conversations, they're now going to start a business with someone that they met over there in my Discord. And how cool is that? That the coin brought us together. They're able to make some passive income, but they're also able to connect with people in ways that they would have never imagined. You know, this is the Crypto Dads NFT that I hold, one of my favorite NFTs that I hold. And I was able to share part of what I was going through with my divorce and my child support and some of the things that I learned on that. And I was able to share that in a Discord with other dads because we were all dads that hold the same NFT. And so the underlying principle in all of these things, yes, the money and flipping money in NFTs gets the spotlight. Yes, there is way to make passive income. Yes, there is way to send and transact in this. But for me, what it's doing is it's taking the power away from like the Facebooks, the Amazons, those centralized organizations, and it's giving it to us. And we get to decide how we use that, the data that we share, the time that we spend, and then ultimately connect with, you know, hopefully great people to do great things. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments. If you watch the replay and you have a question, just put the question in there. I'll answer all the questions that anyone has inside of this video. And if you like this, I'll do some more videos. Maybe I'll do the videos on a more regular basis so you guys can add this to your calendar. I didn't expect a lot of people to tune in live because I just announced it yesterday. I haven't been doing a lot of live video. As most of you know, live video used to be the only thing that I ever did. But now between Twitter and Discord, launching a podcast, having my NFTs, also, you know, running the speaker's business side of the house, this is all kind of all encompassing. And I'm excited. I'm excited to bring this to brands. We're working with a couple brands right now to bring NFTs to what they're working on. I'm excited to bring this to audience and executives. I think we're going to see employees being able to cash in and kind of think about their NFTs in that way as well. And so, yeah, big shout out to anyone that's, you know, has an open mindset to what's possible. And like I said, it's not financial advice. If you don't have the money to put up money right now on these projects, don't take money that you know you have to pay your bills with. And really, that's what I'm doing. Like, it's why I started Mint 365. Is I don't want you to have to put up any of your money right now. You can actually go in to this project and follow along with it as we're going, as if you own these NFTs. And you can kind of play the game of like, hey, if I had spent this $300 or $500, it would be worth this, and would I sell it now or not, and you know, kind of how all of those things work. And so I see Steve said, I remember you from Meerkat. Rest in peace, Meerkat. Those were definitely the days. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for checking out the podcast, checking out the ADHD coin. Please take advantage of that coin that I'm giving out in there. I have it available for about a week. So I have, I think, up to 150 people that click on that link. We'll get one ADHD coin just as a token of my appreciation for you guys watching this, but also a way to hopefully get you started on this whole Web3 adventure. And please do me a favor and don't come back a year from now and say, Brian, I wish I would have learned or listened to you and just at least followed along or jumped into that Facebook group or tried out Discord, because this is my permission. I'm giving you permission right now to take a chance, try it out. Jump in and learn. It's not going to cost you anything but some time and a open mindset to what's possible. So that's all I got for today. Cheers, my friends. Make it a good one. Here, I'll share the screen one more time just so you guys can, check out Rally, check out the coin. I will say, I got big hopes with this coin. I'm not going to say that it's going to happen 100%, but my goal is to get this coin up over $10 by the end of the year, by December 31st. And really what is going to happen to make that happen is I'm going to get this number of supporters up to 1,000, and I'm going to get this number of total coins in circulation up to about 135,000 coins in circulation. And then we're going to be rocking and rolling. So if anything, jump in on this now and just enjoy that ride alone. So cheers, my friends. Make it a good one. And I bid you adieu. I should have played my Timberland song as like my walkout song, but yeah, cheers.